Hey, I go by J-Dot, but you can call me MBO Moose, man. Today we back with another reaction for y'all, man. We got the Cars Conspiracy. Alex Bale. Let's get into it.
Do you really expect me to believe that?
Well, you should. You was there too.
Wait, hold on. Let me. Okay.
So, Cars is a weird franchise. The world in the Cars movies is like ours, except for the small detail that everything is cars instead of humans. Which is a very weird
Bro,
premise for a movie
which one was
franchise.
y'all's favorite Cars movie? I'm not gonna lie, I hella forgot Cars 2. Cars 3, is that the Cars? Is that the one where they're spies and shit? I'm pretty sure that's my favorite Cars. And I never seen planes, bro. Wallahi, I never seen planes. I was trying to make my dad go take me to see planes when that shit came out in theaters. That nigga did not want to take me to see planes. Bro was acting like I was too old or some shit. But we seen other kids movies around that time, like nigga just hating on planes and shit. Like, come on, bro.
And it only gets weirder the more you think about it. I mean, first off, we can clearly see that throughout
Damn,
all
they had
the
an
history
Easter
of
egg
this
island and
world,
shit?
everything has always been cars. Even all the way back to dinosaur cars.
I don't know much about these dino things.
I know the logo for Dino Co. kind of looks like a real dinosaur for some reason, but other than that one contradiction, it's just straight up car dinosaurs. It's always been cars.
What happened to the dinosaurs now?
And I know people like to say, oh, maybe the cars are...
When was there dinosaurs and cars? Is this like a... This had to be like one of the spin-off shows or some shit, bro, because I ain't never heard of no fucking dinosaurs and cars.
Are just recreating
way.
human history. But even
never even
if
seen
that's
Egypt in
somehow
Cars.
true, the human theories still don't make sense because in the Cars world, everything is cars. And when I say everything, I mean everything.
What could this conspiracy be, bro? Like, literally. Damn, everything is cars. Holy shit.
And I think there are two possible explanations as to why. You can either take a carvolutionist perspective and assume this is a universe where the car shape just happens to be the most efficient shape for survival and entropy, kind of like how we can see the golden ratio spiral everywhere in our world, or like how different animals can independently evolve into crabs because the crab shape is just so badass.
Damn.
Or we can take a carrationism
hold on.
shape is
Is
just
that true
world,
about
or like how
crabs?
different
All these animals are crabs, bro? I never... Well, I mean, shit. That would look like crabs. These are all different species, bro? I never knew there was different species of... Well, now I sound retarded if I say that. I knew there was different species of crabs. But I didn't know that there was this many, like... What is this? Is that... Yeah. I fucking hate crabs. I hate all sea animals. Well, not all sea animals. I hate, like, the bug-looking ones, man.
animals can independently evolve into crabs because the crab shape is just so badass. Or we can take a carrationism perspective and assume there is an all-powerful car god out there that has shaped and renamed the world into his image. We do know there is
For real, they
religion
got a
in
car
this
pope.
world,
I
and there
forgot
has
about
been
that shit.
mentions of a manufacturer in place of the word god.
Thank the manufacturer, you're alive!
So, you know, maybe Car God did it. So that is my Alex Bale take
Do you
on
think
all
they
of
really
these
look like
Cars
that? Hold
theories.
on.
God did
Let me-
it.
let
So
me
that
like, do you think they really look like this, though? If you cut them open, or you think they, like, hollow on the inside? I said they gotta be hollow, because my nigga, Lightning McQueen crashed in the one, Cars movie, and if he crashed, I feel like he would have died if he wasn't hollow. Hey.
is my Alex Bale take on all of these Cars theories. I am sorry if that's not as fun or dark and edgy as a post-apocalyptic human theory, but I think it's undeniably what the actual movies themselves support.
Okay.
Now that basically covers all the stuff that everyone loves talking about with the Cars movies. But the real reason I'm making this video is because there's still something that most Cars theories never talk about. Something that most theorists just pretend doesn't exist because it makes the weird and convoluted Cars franchise look tame in comparison. Yes, that is correct. This is no longer a Cars theory video. This is a theory about Mater's tall tales.
Wait, what the hell? See, this is what I'm talking about. I never even knew that there was fucking spin-off Cars shows. Mater's Tall Tales. Have you guys ever in your life fucking heard of that shit? I know it's not for me, but I've never in my life heard of this shit. Ever.
If I'm lying, I'm crying.
So, Cars is a weird franchise, but the weirdness is kind of contained to the fact that they are sentient cars. Other than that, they're just kind of normal people doing normal things. Except for when it comes to Mater.
My name's Mater.
Mater?
Yeah, like tomato, but without the tuh.
Mater is Lightning McQueen's best friend, and he's kind of a dumb, lovable tow truck who was born in Radiator Springs. Or I guess maybe in a mansion. They kind of retconned it in the new Disney Plus show. And he's just a pretty normal,
See, another one that I had never heard of.
piston cups.
He did what in his cup?
Except for the fact that he keeps accidentally ending up in weird, impossible situations. Like how in Cars 2, he accidentally became an international spy for the
Oh,
entire
that was Cars
movie.
2? Hold on.
How in Cars 2, he accidentally became an...
Oh, no. I know what Cars 3 is. Cars 3 is the one where they got, like, the fucking hypercars and shit. Cars 2 is definitely my favorite Cars. Cars 2 is definitely my favorite Cars.
international spy for the entire movie.
Agent. You mean like insurance agent? Like a good neighbor, Mater is there.
And then got knighted by the Queen.
Sarto Mater.
And if you thought Cars 2 was a weird departure for the Cars franchise, well then prepare yourself for the insanity that is Mater's Tall Tales.
I
Okay,
used to be
this
a
is
fire
where
truck.
this is unscathed territory for me. You feel me? I never heard of this shit. We gonna all learn something new here today. Mater's Tall Tales.
I'm right.
Someone call rescue squad Vader!
These were a series of shorts that featured Mater telling Lightning McQueen different convoluted stories from his life, like the time he became a fire truck, or a wrestler, or an astronaut, or
How
when
the
he
fuck
met
did they got
aliens,
car
or
wrestlers?
literally time traveled.
Later, Mater. Later, Mater.
And obviously, you'd assume that these are all just made-up stories because they're called Tall Tales, but at the end of every episode, they're always proven to be true.
That did not happen. Houston has another problem. Roger.
Damn.
That did not happen.
Mater, there's no such thing as time travel.
Oh, by the way, I never did get a chance to thank you for introducing me and Stanley.
And that's how you make history.
Okay, but maybe these are just weird, non-canon shorts. They aren't necessarily connected to the main Cars movies that we care about,
For real, that's
right?
what they want you to believe.
Well, in Cars 3, we can see a poster that proves that Monster Truck Mater did actually happen. The creators had a chance to distance themselves from Mater's Tall Tales and instead decided to double down and make them officially canon. But the most
Crazy.
confusing thing that happens in all of these shorts is halfway through every episode when Lightning McQueen questions the stories.
Jumping Carburetor Canyon? No way.
Yes, well, you remember. You was there too.
What?
Ready, buddy?
You really expect me to believe that?
Well, you should. You was there too.
I know the theory. I know the theory. He has you feel me, dementia or some shit. Mater has dementia, and Lightning McQueen is not real. He's a figment of Mater's imagination. Radiator Springs isn't even real. Mater is some guy in a coma.
That Lightning was also in all of these stories, despite him having no memory of being there.
Well, don't you remember? You was there too.
What?
But remember, we know these stories are true, so why doesn't McQueen remember? Well, there is a funny theory that Lightning McQueen might have dementia.
Yo, did I not just say that? Wallahi, did I not just say that? I mean, wrong character, but shit, right idea. Racing, a complicated spy thriller, racing, okay.
From all of his many, many accidents.
Yeah.
No! Ow!
See, that's why I think this nigga would die if he had insides.
And that does feel like the easiest explanation, but there's one small detail that contradicts it. In Moon Mater, Mater becomes an astronaut and goes to the moon.
I have a problem. He needs a tow.
Where on earth are we gonna get a tow?
Well, that guy's got a tow.
And later, we of course reveal that Lightning McQueen was there too.
No way.
Yes, way, but that was nuts compared to you.
But there's a very strange detail at the start of this episode that doesn't quite make sense. Before Mater gets his astronaut suit, why is he blue?
Not for real. Why is he blue?
This isn't the first time we've seen Blue Mater.
I was wondering that myself.
There was a brief flashback that showed Radiator Springs in its prime, and we could see that back then, Mater was a clean blue tow truck.
Damn. I do not remember this shit.
So this Moon Mater story must have taken place around that time. But this doesn't
he's
make
connecting
sense
the dots.
because
Bro,
Lightning McQueen
we're locked
only
in,
met
though, I'm not
Mater
gonna lie.
after he was covered in.
We are literally locked in, having same like brain wavelengths, bro. Y'all see how I came up with that dementia theory? And he just said the dementia theory? Come on.
Years worth of dirt and old dents.
Morning, Sleeping Beauty. Boy, I was wondering when you was gonna wake up.
He never knew Mater when he was blue, so how could he have possibly been in this story? So even if Lightning forgot, the timeline still doesn't make sense. And it's not like they even needed to make Mater blue in this short. The creators put in extra effort here just to make their story make less sense, but why? And it's not even just Lightning that doesn't remember this. In Cars 1, Mater says this about a road Lightning made.
It's like it was paved by angels.
Oh, I tell you what, I bet even the roads on the moon ain't this smooth.
I bet
Damn, my
even
nigga,
the roads
okay.
on the moon ain't this smooth. But wait, at this point,
He's been
hasn't
to the
Mater
moon.
already been to the moon? Isn't I bet kind of a weird thing to say if
Yeah.
Mater should know for a fact whether or not the moon is this smooth? It seems like even Mater himself had no memory of this story. A story that is proven to be true at
Someone's implanting memories in the cars' heads. We don't know why yet.
the end of the episode.
That did not happen. Vader! Houston has another problem. Roger.
So, how does any of this make sense? It's almost like these stories only become true after Mater tells them, which kind of implies that
Mater has a superpower that anything he says comes true. Mater has reality warping god powers. I just said that. Okay.
Listen, I know this idea sounds really stupid and crazy, but
No,
if we look
no,
back through the entire Cars franchise with
This is
in
making
mind,
sense. We're here.
suddenly,
We're
a
here.
lot of the weird inconsistencies in this dumb franchise start to make a lot more sense. Let's start with something small like Mater's birthplace changing. Originally, we were shown that he was born in Radiator Springs.
You've never been outside Radiator Springs, have you?
Nope.
But in the new Disney Plus show, Cars on the Road, we are told that he was instead born in a rich family and grew up in a mansion on the east side of America.
Mater can't keep track of all his lies, so he keeps changing the story, and that's why his birthplace changed.
You grew up here?
Yep.
But let's go back and take a look at the first time everyone in Radiator Springs learned about this.
I'd say Mater's been holding out on
Mater is a complicated guy. Mamma mia, Mater has a sister? Boggles the
Yeah,
mind.
Mater got a sister?
Non ci posso credere.
Mater clearly just told them the story about his family and where he grew up. A story that nobody knew about before,
Wait a minute. You have a sister?
but now is suddenly proven true.
You grew up here?
Yep.
Just like Mater's tall tales. I think this continuity error was caused by Mater's reality warping powers.
Wow.
In the first Cars movie, we can see a photo of Conehenge, which is the Cars world's version of Stonehenge. But later, in Cars on the
Oh, I
Road,
thought-
we
I'm
see
not gonna
it's
lie.
now been changed to Carhenge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Don't touch!
So this nigga has
why
the
is
power
this
to change
structure
it.
so inconsistent? Well, why did McQueen and Mater go to Carhenge in the first place?
Look, you picked the last 3 stops. Carhenge.
Anyway.
Because it was Mater's idea.
You picked the last 3 stops.
Wow.
He probably previously told Lightning about Carhenge, which caused it to change. Okay, but these are just little inconsistencies. What about something big? How about the fact that the Cars franchise, a
Wow.
pretty
I'm
simple
speechless
series
right
about
now,
cars
man.
racing each other, suddenly decided to make an entire movie about the funny side character becoming an international spy?
Mater, we've got to get that bomb off you.
Bomb? You. Why didn't my death ray kill you?
That's why Cars 2 is my favorite Cars. I'm not gonna lie. Good, especially y'all know the wasabi scene when Mater thinks it's ice cream and that nigga ate the wasabi. I fuck with that scene, man.
Sound more like the plot of a Mater's Tall Tale? Well, actually, take a look at what happens at the end of the movie when we cut back to Radiator Springs.
So there we was, guns drawn. We was goners. But then, out of nowhere, this beautiful spy car swoops in from the sky to safety.
That's a very entertaining story, young man.
Oh, Minnie, please, come on. None of this happened.
No, you're quite right. It does sound a bit far-fetched.
This
So
is
see,
called
they
a
only
shift whale.
I made
They only pop up when it's convenient at the end of his story. I'm noticing a pattern here.
it's his girlfriend.
Cars 2 was a Mater's Tall Tale. It follows the exact same formula.
That's
not.
That's exactly why it wasn't about racing. It was about Mater. Hey, man. Maybe I should take over.
What happened?
See you later.
Come on. None of this happened.
I'm Mater's girlfriend.
And it all happened just because Mater spoke it into existence. This theory literally makes the insanity of Cars 2 make more sense.
You mean like insurance ain't? Like a good neighbor, Mater is there.
This dumb State Farm joke also makes so much more sense now because Mater has the exact same powers from those State Farm commercials.
Like a good neighbor, State
Wow.
Farm is there.
Hey, Dave.
With the sandwich.
Oh, yeah. And the girl from 4E? And can I get a hot tub?
Well, don't you remember? You was there too?
Wow.
Mater
So they
is-
really threw that. See, bro, I'm not gonna lie. This is why they say you gotta pay attention to the details. They really threw that in for a reason. Y'all think they made the State Farm reference for no reason? No. They wanted us to put this together that he has reality warping powers and can change reality.
Unironically, the most powerful character in all of fiction. He could literally beat anyone in a fight just by uttering the words, "You was there too." And I believe that he has been secretly manipulating the events of this entire franchise for his own benefit. Now, I don't
Well,
really
does he
have
even
any
benefit, though?
strong evidence to prove this, but to me, the start of the first Cars movie also kind of feels like another Tall Tale.
Morning, Sleeping
No,
Beauty.
for real. He heard of Lightning McQueen. It's a tall tale. He was reading about Lightning McQueen. He heard about Lightning McQueen. And then, out of nowhere, he spoke it into existence that Lightning McQueen would fall out of his trailer and come to Radiator Springs. This is all insane, man. That's why, hey, maybe he does have altering powers, or maybe he's just insane.
Wondering when you's gonna wake up.
And this is not real.
Just don't hurt me.
A famous race car just happens to accidentally get stuck in the same town as Mater, and they become best friends for life, and he decides to never leave because Mater is just so cool.
My best friend, what are you gonna do?
That just kind of sounds like something Mater would make up to manifest a cool, famous best friend.
I knowed I made a good choice.
And what?
My best friend.
Now, how did Mater obtain this god power? I
Yeah, this is starting to
honestly
make more
do
and more
not know.
sense.
And believe me, I have looked everywhere in every piece of Cars media for an explanation. I even read the fucking comic books, but unfortunately, there is nothing. Mater just has this ability to change reality for some unexplained
Can't win
reason,
them all,
and
bro.
he
It's
is
all
using
good.
it to live his best life and go on fun adventures with his best friend, Lightning McQueen.
Mater, how'd you like to come and see the world with me?
Can't win them all.
You mean it?
And you know what? Good for him. We can even see in the Cars 2 credits that after the movie, they travel the weird car-shaped world together and visit all the great car wonders of the world. And of course, they climb the iconic weird
Damn, I love way just
car-shaped
exposed myself. I'm
car
not gonna lie.
wonders.
Because Egypt was at the end of Cars 2, so I just exposed myself, saying that that's my favorite Cars.
Of the world, and of course they climb the iconic weird car-shaped mountains of this weird franchise. And that is my Cars theory, so thank you very much for watching.
No, I know there's more. There's always more.
Hang on a second. Is this world's Matterhorn shaped like Mater? And yeah, look, it's even been renamed to be
Matterhorn?
spelled
Damn.
like him. Wait a second. There is an all-powerful car god
Mater's
out there
god?
that has shaped and renamed the world into his image. Wait, is Mater
Yo,
the...
Mater's lightweight like fucking Shinra from Fire Force, my nigga. Bro got the ultimate power and then start fucking changing reality to fit his image. That's crazy. Shout out Mater.
reason why everything
What
is
y'all
Cars?
doing if y'all got this power?
Is Mater just straight up
I'm
God?
doing some deep.
So, in the Cars franchise, everything is Cars. Except, there is one contradiction to that shows up repeatedly in almost every piece of Cars media. The logo for Dinoco kind of looks like a real dinosaur for some reason. The Dinoco logo. Dinoco is one of the racing brands
Mater's
that shows
an
up all the
idiot.
time in this franchise, and their logo is a silhouette
So
of
he
a
forgot.
big dinosaur. But it's not the dino cars that we've seen in museums, it's clearly just a regular, non-car shaped dinosaur. It's a weird contradiction to the everything is car rule that pops up all over this franchise. Now, if there is some kind of car god that shaped the world into cars, why would he be so inconsistent with dinosaurs? It's a strange thing to leave out. It's almost like whoever created this world didn't know much about dinosaurs. Huh. Does that remind you of anyone?
Wow.
I don't know much about these dino things. What happened to the dinosaurs now? I don't know much about these dino things.
Wow.
Well, dadgum, McQueen boy, I tell you what, I sure do like me some cars. Wouldn't it be fun if everything was cars?
Mater is Shinra, my nigga. Literally. He couldn't remember what cars look like, so he put a fucked up image of them. Or, I meant dinosaurs, not cars, my nigga. But he couldn't remember what dinosaurs look like, so he put a fucked up image back in the world. Crazy.
I don't know about that, Mater. That doesn't really make any sense. Well, shoot, you should know, McQueen. You was there, too. What?
See? Wow. Hey man, let me pause that before I catch a copyright strike. Y'all fuck with that? I literally called it at the beginning though. I'm tapped in with this shit. I'm literally so smart. I'm not gonna lie. Until next time, man, we gonna get another fucking what is this? A conspiracy theory. We gonna get another conspiracy for y'all next time, man. Like, comment, subscribe.